Hello, everybody, and welcome. Welcome. I want to show this off because I just saw it on a Twitch channel. And I should shout out that Twitch channel. Hold on. Let me see if I can. Is first, and I should shout them out. Oh, they are. It's easy. Find it. Shout. Alright, so this guy was playing with this and it looks really cool. So I'm going to go ahead and show it off. So you have different themes. They have a daily theme that changes every day. Really cool. It's only $12. It's pretty cool. Howdy, Frog, how are you? We'll go with Flowery. Okay, so this is a basic builder. You don't get much land with it. And I'm still learning the controls. But we'll get rid of what's here and we'll rebuild. Alright. So let's build something that's that's good. And then we'll say we want the roof to be a little taller, or how about wider? That. There we go. This looks good. So now let's get some windows in here. I think there's doors too. Oh, they have chimneys. Chimney. Let's get lights. Guess there is not door. Get a wooden fence. Yeah! But what's really cool about it for DMs is they have, go into camera mode, they have a map mode, which allows you to take an overhead. So, and you can repaint everything, you can change the lighting, change the where it is. So, like, you can change the terrain. Let's add some water. Let's add some water right here. As quickly? Because Tailspire, to my knowledge, is not as quickly. And this costs $12. And Tailspire can't do this. Let's add a tower. Gonna make I have not seen Tailspire do anything like this. Like... what's really cool is if I wanted to... There's a way to... I'm still learning this. Yeah, like, this does everything I need. Like, on top of that, you can change things quickly. Want to change the color. Want to give it lattices. Give it lattices. The only thing I don't see yet, and this is still new, and then you can do pathways. So, let's give a pathway here. Door. Like... Make a smaller pathway to the from one to the other. I'm wondering if I can color. I can't color paint. Color these. Plus, you can quack the ducks. Increase the. Extra. To me, this is friggin' awesome. Going super quick and awesome. The only thing that would make this better is if I didn't have to have a roof. And I could furnitureize inside. The developers, I think, have already said they're working on that process. That to me is like... It automatically took the fence and kind of moved the fence up because of that. Then we could do like flowers here. I think we'll probably be able to. That's something I'll have to make. But like you can do trees. Throw a tree there. Throw a tree here. I just think for the price, it's really awesome. Yeah, it doesn't do much, don't get me wrong, but it's also fairly new. Plus, the sheep have umbrellas, so I like that. But you can make a whole village here. Like you can erase these trees. Make another house here. Oh, let's make a castle. Like, not limited to that. Like, I can increase this. Create pathways there. I can create a nice thing. I could create a house inside here. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, and then I can create the pathway. Create the pathway to a door. Like, this could be quick and easy to plant some trees. Quick and easy to make, like, battle maps with. And can you imagine if they use the same technology to add to it to be able to do battle map type thing? They have lights, so if you want to do lights on the leading up to it. They have flags. You can have like an inn. Or like... And it does like... Like, look at that. Like... That's really cool. And then you can... if you get out of map mode, you're walking around, you can take pictures for your game. I think it's cool. That's my opinion, but we welcome yours. But yeah, so does it have everything I want? No, but it has a lot. And like some of the designs, like I mean, that's a really nice. Yeah, like, it definitely has, like, huge potential. Like, let's add a... I don't think this will work, but I'll try. Doesn't work. I was hoping I could put a door. So there is somehow to make a door. How do I make a door? There has to be a door here. I'm just... Maybe they don't have doors yet. This is... But like you can make ruins with this. I could see a huge potential. All right. That being said, let's do some all right, let's do some map design, and I got distracted, and I didn't mean to get distracted. All right, so this is what we're doing actually today. We are taking this map, export as I'm gonna place it down. All right, so we're gonna go to Scabbard, is handy dandy Scabbard. Panes. We're going to go to my new world. We're going to actually change this map. We're going to change created. Should be very similar. A sec to load. How's everybody doing tonight? Oh, well, depends on the map. Are you talking world map like I'm doing here? Or are you talking battle maps? Because, yeah, world map, I made that in Incarnate. So, that was just a straight Incarnate map. Um, so, um, that's what this was. But what I want to do tonight, I want to start labeling creating worlds for. So, for people who don't know, Plaguebound is going to be um a new fantasy world for Ironbound. So it's going to be a fantasy setting for Ironbound. It's going to have these type of races. It's going to have an Noken, which are mushroom people. It's going to have humans, plain humans. It's going to have Yovik, which are they're kind of like a hunter race that uses like they hide their face in a skull of their enemies type deal. We have the Praghorn, who are an owlbear race, and they're going to have horns themselves. Well, antlers. Um, we haven't named these folks, but they're going to be lizard folk with feathers. So they're going to be dinosaurs because lizards used to have feathers. So let's give them feathers. Is my thought process. So we're going to give them dinosaur feathers. The Zabian, who are a amphibian type race. So frog-like in a way, but also fish-like in a way. And they're gonna have like they started out as a frog race frog. I almost had a frog race in one of my games. But they quickly, after a couple interesting AI thought processes and images and thought processes, I'm not writing this one alone too, by the way. I do have a writing partner. So he's been we went back and forth about this, and we decided that this looked really cool. So they're basically dwarfs that are amphibians that have beard-like beards, and their beards dominate how powerful they are in society. And then last but not least, we have the Zathran, who are an imp-like race. Yes, frog dwarfs. And then we have the Zapran, who is an imp-like race. My writing partner does not like how cute this is. And I kind of agree with him, but we're gonna go with it for now, and then kind of decide when we actually hire an artist what they actually look. But they can't fly, so their wings are just there for fluttering. Think of like Star Wars, the owner of Anakin. I can't think of his name, but you know how he doesn't truly fly; he just kind of flutters. It's going to be a very similar thought process. So those are the races. As far as the classes that we're going to have, we've decided that we're going to have Berserkers, who is basically a class that basically they're very tough to hit and kill. We have clerics, basic clerics. We have rangers, who are going to have two types of abilities. They can either choose an animal companion and gain an animal companion that is loyal to them and that seems magically bonded between the two of you with telepathy. I copy and pasted that. Obviously, I need to fix that. Or they can choose to gain the ability to shoot imbued elemental arrows that give extra power die of damage. I did not do any half breeds in this one. Maybe I'll put in rules for that, but right now it's basically just going to be the we have Shaman, who I was proudly and I'm very happy with. They have the ability of Totem. You can activate one of the following totems. Bear, players in 15 feet circle get +2 physical defense. Deer, players who start within 15 feet of the totem get an additional 10 feet of movement. Eagle, players who are within 10 feet of this totem critical on 11 or 12s. Or Bat, players within this totem can see in low light for up to 30 feet. Only one totem can be activated. It's activated for 10 rounds. The Shaman will need to spend 2 arcane points to sustain it after a minute. So after 10 rounds, they have to spend 2 arcane points to keep it going. And so that's really cool. They're also going to have, I don't know if I put it on there. Did I put it on there? You are trained in shamanism. So there is going to be a magical society of shamanism. Thief, which basically is your basic thief, but they get to choose one of these two abilities. They get precision strike. You may choose to make your critical fail 1 or 2 on the die, but if you hit, you add your power die to the damage roll. Sort of. Yes and no. In Ironbound, I'm going to have a option that's called Jack of all trades. And the only thing that it allows you to get feats from other classes. It does not allow you to get class abilities though. So, these what I'm talking about right now are class abilities. So you'll be able to get like there's feats that only a thief can take. You can use Jack of all trades to get that feat. So yes and no. Yes, there is multi-classing. Yes, there is. No, there is. Warrior and then wizard. And warrior was interesting because you get two types. You get endless charge. You can charge forward for free at an enemy and get a weapon attack on them at additional boom. You can spend 2 physical points to also move them up to 10 feet. Extra effort, you can spend a point from any pool, and you're able to add your power die +3 to your damage roll for the attack. This can be decided after the attack roll. So I'm very excited about this. I think it's going to work really well. So the whole story about Playbound that we've come up with so far, and this could change. None of this is set in stone. But basically, the world has been plagued by this. Let me see if I can bring up an image so I can show you guys. So it's plagued by like this icky ichor. No, I have an image of what I was thinking of. Open it. So this is what I'm thinking of. Like, it's this like icky slime like web that like goes and like destroys the land and eats away at the like world essence of the world. And in such there's places, and I've marked them with skulls and colored them in, places that have been um places that have been damaged by this ichor, and you have to, the thought process is that you'll have like quests and stuff to go into these damaging worlds. And sometimes you have to travel through them to get to, like, the only real way to get to the other side of the continent is to travel through the forest or travel through this ichor down here. So you only have two ways of getting from one place. There's no direct route that doesn't lead to danger. So I'm going to have these green buildings are going to be the frog people, the here. I haven't decided, but it's going to there's going to be it's going to be very similar to my vampirism type mechanic. It's basically going to have to roll for a infection, and if your infection is, if you receive this infection, something bad's going to happen. I haven't figured out what yet. But you're going to have a chance of negating it at first. So what it does is it also mutates creatures. So I might put in some mutation, where you can get some benefits with some side effects in the system. So if you happen to get into this ichor, it starts morphing your body, and I might have to make another species class called mutants. That's just people who have been morphed by the ichor, and we got to get a better name. Right now we're calling it plague or ichor. But we'll definitely get there. So all of these green places are going to be the frog people places. All of the human settlements are going to be human based. This is going to, I haven't decided who this is going to be. The orc type buildings are going to be, it's like gooey black stuff, and I wouldn't say I wonder if it tastes like black licorice. Good question. The orc type tribes are going to be the skull people, that use skulls as their reference. The tribal areas are going to be They're going to be enemy to go. They're going to be the lizard folk or the Karhang. I haven't decided. I think they're going to be the lizard folk. Um, and then yeah, because I was going to do the Oriental stuff as Karhang. Karhang. And then the mushroom people are going to have their own little area down here that they strive from. So I got to come up with names for all of this stuff. Crush anything. Um, so uh, that's where all the people are going to live type areas. Um, no, I don't think so because I think they actually because the way I have them looking, I think they actually, in their my opinion, they probably eat mushrooms themselves because they have these mushrooms growing off them. And I feel like they would have those to kind of get a benefit. In fact, I might even make that a mechanic in the game where you can take one of your spores and one of your mushrooms that grows on you for a benefit. Actually, that's a really good idea. I think that's better than thermal vision. I'm gonna leave it up to my writing partner though. Mushroom king ability uh, gives you a d6 worth of health back. No, that's actually a great question. Like, I really enjoyed that. Like, um, why is that all over? That's a really good question. So that up there. Just the way you guys only have 3 days left for Ironbound. Um, so if you're looking to buy Ironbound, that's the time to do it. So that's what I got so far. What I wanted to do today was to map out some towns, and list who, create names for them, and list who they are. Um, so like, I'm gonna use bright green for all the frog people. I keep calling the frog people. I don't want to. Phonetically, I would think of frog people talking with a like a lips. So I could see like them having weird like names that are like sort of like floppy and flippish, I guess is the way to say it. I don't know if my writing partner would agree. He's sick or he would be here, he said. Um hey. Um yeah, so names are hard. Names are the hardest. I hate names. Um Sage is helping me write this frog. So if you're in the Discord, Sage is the one. Names are hard. Why do names have to be so hard? Um Hmm. Names are the hardest thing for me. Oh no, we definitely have a name for them. Like the race. The race is uh Zabian. Zabian. I just have trouble remembering. So Zabian, Zabian. So maybe the like this can be a Deskmeyer is a good one. Loft. Names. I was hoping you guys help me come up with names are the hardest. Nice. That's important in that game. Fliplopolis? No, that's too punny. I don't want punny in this game. I want something like kind of serious. Um, Daffodil? Daffodil? Daffodor? Daffodor? I think Zaffodor is a good name. Frog. Daffodor. That's a better way of pronouncing. Yeah, call that one Zaffodor. Place. Call it that. We place Zaffodor. I don't want them all to have Z. Um, Curtis, you're. Oh, it's only 3 days now. Fix that. Um, brr. Names are hard. Why are names so hard? Names are so hard. Uh, hmm. Oh man, this is tough. Maybe I shouldn't have done this today. Um, ah, Hmm. Marforge. That's a good one. Archforge. Airforge. Airforge. Up here we could have Aquademia. Aquadomia. And of course, all of these will change. I'm sure I will change them 6 or 7. But for now, I'm going to. All right, this one's going to be. All right, that's neat. Okay, so cool. So there, that's all of their cities. I don't have that command. I should have that command, but I don't have that command. I will. There you go. You're welcome. Should have that command though. I didn't even think about that command. Okay, so they're all done. So now let's go to the Cahorgs. Where do I want to put them? Where do I want to put them? Up here, I think. I don't need this on. I don't know why I have it on. Um, take a look. Hmm. Thornspire. That's a good name. Thornspire. Thornspire. Actually, I think I'm going to. Said that the lizardmen were more of the mountainous type. So I think I'm going to leave those for the lizardmen. Make this be Thornspire. Red. Thornspire. Or what else do I have that this name generator came up with? Elderboro? Ironroot? I think I'm going to go with Thornspire. Maybe changed later if need. Or that could. This call this Thornspire. Thornspire can be up here, and Eldoboro is another good. Oh well, or forest. And I said that species mushroom. Milken. Milken. They're going to be very Japanese type. Uh, uh, can you name? Let's see. So let's go Japanese like name. Fantasy name. There. No, that's because that's copyright. I don't. Um. Oh, Sherman, I like that. All right, let's take a look at that. See, I'm horrible at pronouncing things. I'll know. Um, tell me how you guys wait till the stuff gets added. All right, we're gonna make them dark blue. Shinorina. No, it doesn't get annoying. It makes me excited every time somebody acts. And yes, I do get notified that when somebody's backed. I didn't that. Too soon. No, it doesn't bother me at all because I don't technically. I have to log into my email to see that. I only roughly kind of check my. Um. Okay, so we have the mushroom people. We have the frog people. We have the owlbear stuff. No, it's more of an email. Hey, you got an email? Somebody backed your thing, which, emails can be kind of ignored type deal. Um, Especially when you don't have any internet and it just finally pops up when you take a look. Thank you, Frog. All right, let's do the skull people are very orcish predator type. All right, so they need cities that where. All right, what do the predator? It's like, what are the predator species have for um planets? What are the planets called? So they go Tuji. So they're kind of like don't really have names for their planets. So I was hoping to use them to just trying to use them as a basis. Thank you for stopping by, Frog. I appreciate it. Probably not going to be on much longer anyway. I'm getting frustrated. Because I'm having trouble coming up with names. Not a good name day for me. Think that is where we're going to leave. Well, Frog's leaving, and I'm frustrated. So, farewell, all, and thank you, and thank you again, Frog, for subscribing. For yeah. Anyways, for backing. All right. I'm frustrated. I'm going to go relax for a little while. Talk to you later, all.